Alright gentlemen, this is going to be how to get lean with a busy lifestyle, and I'm very excited to give you this video because a lot of people will sell you on the keto, on the carnivore, on cutting carbs, or even force you to starve yourself to lose the weight, and it's bullshit, right? Genuinely, you do not have to do any of those things to lose the weight, right? And it only takes you 4 hours per week in the gym. Here I was working 12-hour days and lost the weight. But the thing is that you are in luck with is that if you are a little bit overweight or if you are fat, you already have the muscle, right? You are sitting on an absolute gold mine. Over here, I didn't even realize that I had the muscle. I just thought I looked like a normal dude. And reality is, you've already got it, right? When I shredded down, when I got rid of the fat, using the system that I'm about to give you, I realized, damn, I actually do have muscle, right? So we're gonna lose the weight without starving yourself. Keep your energy, keep your productivity, and we're going to jump straight into it, right? Because I need you to just understand one thing. I approach losing fat completely different to anyone else out there for one reason. And that's because I always struggled with what diets, keto, carnivore, cutting carbs. I did all of those things and actually ended up starving myself the first time that I lost weight, right? I always struggled with the end goal, and I see a lot of people struggle with it too, which is why I'm making this video, because everyone focuses on the wrong thing. Genuinely, everyone focuses on the wrong thing, which is why most people that lose the weight gain it all back. Literally, 80 to 90% of people, right? Because I did lose the weight in that past photo, but I gained it back, right? I ended up putting it back on because I didn't know what foods to eat, when to eat, and how to eat, which I'm going to show you how to do. But I lost the weight again, and this is the physique that I maintain all year round now. I'm about 8 to 9% body fat, right? Cut down about 40 pounds for my bodybuilding show. But my goal is for you to lose the weight, to actually get lean, and keeping it off forever, which is why I approach fat loss completely different to anyone else, which you're about to see. And if you're looking for a quick fix, yes, you're going to be able to lose weight very, very quickly. But if you're looking for a short-term fix for a short-term event and not actually implement systems into your life, then this isn't for you. And if you're looking for a new fad diet that doesn't actually fix the underlying problem, then this is not for you. And if you don't have 4 hours per week to work out in the gym, which I give you the workout split at the end for you to use, then this isn't for you. But if you can do all three of these things, then I promise you, you are going to get lean without starving yourself while staying energized, while keeping your testosterone high and getting a workout split at the end of this video. You're going to get it all, right? There's only three things that you need to know. One is habits and mindsets. And I know what you're thinking. You're just going to have to hear me out. I promise it will help. No one talks about it, but it's the one thing that's actually going to be able to keep the weight off you forever, right? Everyone's trying to sell you the pipe dream. Reality is you understand this one thing, the rest becomes easy, which is two, what to eat and when to eat, which is absolutely crucial around your goals, around your systems, around your life. I'm going to cover it all. And then number three is the art of training effectively and efficiently, right? Because we don't want to spend hours in the gym, we have to know how to train properly, right? It is that simple. That's it. You understand these three things and I promise you, you get in the best shape of your life. So let's just get straight into it. Habits and mindset, right? An idle mind is the devil's workshop. Now, what does this actually mean? We both know, and I do the same thing. When we're bored, we look for something to do. And likely, we fill it with things that we shouldn't do. So when we're sitting there doing nothing, we suddenly think, oh, well, even for example, it's the weekend. You got 2 days off. Let's go eat out. Let's go to the pub. Let's go party. Let's go drink. Or we scroll. We do things that we know that we shouldn't be doing, right? But when you understand that you can replace these things, right? Because you do these things to get dopamine, which is just your happy hormone. You can replace these with new dopamine, which is what we're going to do right here. Because most people don't lose weight because they don't actually know how much they want to lose in how long, right? So what I need you to do right now is actually write down how much weight do you want to lose in the next 90 to 180 days. You pick the time frame, you pick the end goal, because we can reverse engineer these new habits that we're going to implement to replace the ones that we're doing that are bad for us, right? Because it is proven that we are meant to replace a bad habit with a good habit. It is really that simple. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So all I need you to do is actually sit there and think for 1 second. How much weight do you actually want to lose? In how long? That's it. Right? Because when you do that, you understand where your time, energy, and attention is going. Right? Where are you spending the 4 hours per week that you could be working out in the gym? And then we're going to replace that. What foods are you eating? And then we're going to replace that. Things like that. Right? Understand how long you want to lose it, how much weight you want to lose. And understand what is the thing that is holding you back. What are you doing when you are bored? Because that's where our time, energy, and attention is being spent right now. Now, the other thing that I need to ask is, why is this time different? What's the underlying driving force? What do you actually need to lose the weight for this time? No one asks these questions either, because no one likes to talk about them. Right? But everyone has one. For me, I drank too much. Right? I was letting myself and my family down. I wasn't proud of who I looked like in the mirror. And I know it sounds sort of cliche and sounds sort of lame, but I wasn't being the man that I knew I could be for my family. Right? Drinking, partying, going out, doing all these things that I was spending all my time, energy, and attention on. Right? I realized that if I didn't respect myself, no one else respected me. Or for you, it could be at work or family events. You know, people are judging you deep down, right? Whatever your underlying why is, why do you need to change? Why do you actually finally need to lose the weight? Because when we pair that with the time frame and the end goal, and you actually truly understand this, you will lose the weight, right? Because we're going to replace the bad habits that you have right now with good habits that is actually going to make you leaner, it's going to make you more productive, it's going to make you more energized, and you are going to get in the best shape of your life. But you have to understand this. If you do not understand this, you will not lose the weight and keep it off forever. Right? So understand this, but from there, everyone thinks it's just a calorie deficit. Like, yes, okay, you need to be in a calorie deficit to lose the weight, but it's not quite as simple as that. In terms of weight loss, yeah. You need to understand, like I said earlier, you already have the muscle, right? You are sitting on a gold mine. You are literally sitting on your dream physique, and you just need to lose the fat. That's it. I didn't even realize it. You can't see it yet, right? But the potential you have within your physique, if you are overweight, if you are fat, is absolutely incredible. And we don't want to waste the muscle away. But for now, forget about the deficit and focus on the quality of foods. This will shape your physique in absolutely no time, because you can't just eat whatever you want in a deficit. We have to keep our protein high, and we have to understand our eating habits and what to eat. Because if we can't even get you knowing what to eat and when to eat, then we can't form any habits around it. We can't get you in the best shape of your life. So we don't even worry about being in a deficit right now. Alright, now that that's sorted, here is a macro breakdown and how to use them. Right? I'd be doing you an injustice if I did not put this in the video, but protein has 4 calories, carbs has 4 calories, and fats has 9 calories. The number one reason that most people end up skinny fat after losing weight, after going from fat, trying to get down to fit, and not actually seeing the results that they want, is because they're not eating enough protein. Because your body chooses to use muscle before it chooses to use fat, right? And protein builds muscle. And also, it keeps you full, right? It's the most satiating macronutrient that you can get, right? So we want to make sure that your protein's high with about 30 to 40% of your intake, and I'll show you exactly what foods to be eating. And then our carbs, if your workouts aren't being well, or if you're not working out yet, doesn't matter. You need to know these things. Carbs are your fuel for your workouts. If you aren't feeling energy for your workout, it's because of your lack of carbs. That's it, right? They fill your body, they fill your blood with glycogen, which gives you the nice pump. And that's absolutely crucial to how we're going to be training later in this video. But for now, just know no more than 30% carbs, right? And fats, they don't make you fat, right? Yes, they have more calories, but no, they don't make you fat, right? Fats keep your testosterone in check. We need to be eating those. Otherwise, if you crash your testosterone, that causes hunger cravings, right? Fats keep you full and must be included in your diet. Aim for at least 20%. As you can see here, I put a little screenshot just to make sure that you guys believe me. Now, how to build your diet around your schedule, right? This is absolutely crucial. Using Google Calendar hasn't been an absolute cheat code for me. For me, I do intermittent fasting, right? I get my deepest work done until about 11:30 in the morning. And that way we get more food in the afternoon. We get to eat more. But the other reason is we're meant to hunt, man. Right? If you wake up and automatically feed yourself with food after doing literally nothing all night the night before, you're rewarding your brain for doing absolutely nothing. Right? And that sets the mood for the day. And then your body, especially having some shit breakfast like some shitty cereal or toast, I don't actually know what you eat, but if you do that when you first wake up, your brain chases that feeling for the rest of the day, which causes you not to be able to concentrate. And I did the exact same thing, don't get me wrong, right? It caused me to be unproductive, it caused me brain fog, all these things. So I don't eat for the first 6 hours or 7 hours before I get up. That way, when you go to eat, you actually feel accomplished. You actually really feel like you deserve it, right? We don't want to get stuck in waking up and eating and just instantly rewarding ourselves. We want to form a new habit by waiting till about 11:30 o'clock. And we're going to be eating 3 to 4 times per day, because the more your protein is spread throughout the day, the greater likelihood of muscle protein synthesis. So the greater likelihood that you can even build a little bit of muscle while we're shredding the fat as well, right? So here, this is when I eat, but I'll put this later in the video as well. But don't eat when you first wake up, right? Wait by having a black coffee after about an hour and a half of waking up. That's what I do. And from there, we're going to talk about what foods to actually eat, right? And it's going to be whole foods. Right? It's the only way to stay full while losing the weight, while staying energized, while staying productive, without actually getting any brain fog, as well as keeping our testosterone high, right? We're going to be eating protein with beef, with steak, with eggs, with chicken, with turkey, with Greek yogurt, with protein powder, right? And then our carbs, we're going to have white rice, potatoes, oats, fruit, honey, and green vegetables, right? Or mixed vegetables. And then healthy fats, avocado, peanut butter, olive oil, butter, yogurt, nuts. If you want to do nuts, I don't like nuts, but if you like them, then it's a good way to get healthy fats in, right? We need to stop overcomplicating it. If you just focus on whole foods for 2 to 3 months, your whole entire body composition will change. When I first lost that first bit of weight that I showed you, I didn't track a single calorie, right? I was on a whole food diet and just working out. That was it, right? We don't need to overcomplicate it yet. This is all you need to be eating to make sure that you feel your best, you keep your testosterone high, and you actually look your best. Now, here's what a day of eating could look like, right? This is about what I was eating when I was looking like this. And from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, break the fast, right? At your first break at work, it could be if you're working. So you have oats, protein powder, eggs, and Greek yogurt, right? Breaking the fast. I make protein pancakes sometimes, absolutely delicious. But 3 to 4 o'clock can be your pre-workout meal. About an hour, hour and a half, it's going to be your highest carb source of the day, which is why we got steak, or grass-fed mince, or eggs, or white rice, and honey, right? A simple carb to make sure that we're actually getting nice, juicy pumps. As you can see here, this was post. We want to be getting that nice, full look when we're getting our pumps. And then our post-workout, our highest protein meal of the day, to make sure that we're actually building the muscle. It's going to be chicken plus potato and rice and mixed vegetables for micronutrients, right? Because we actually want our skin to suck to our abs. Our skin, we don't want any flabby skin, right? And then optional is dessert. I like dessert, so I have protein oats, or you could have fruit with Greek yogurt and raw honey, right? Adding raw honey to everything is absolutely game-changing. It gets rid of any sweet cravings as well. But that's what a day of eating could look like. Swap the meats out, swap the mixed vegetables around, anything like that to keep you on track while you feel good without starving yourself. And that is why you don't need any bullshit diets, right? If you eat like this, I promise you, you will lose weight. You will lose fat. while keeping muscle and keeping your testosterone high. Now, the secret to getting lifestyle lean, and I know you guys will want the secret, is the training plus LISS. Now, what is LISS? It is low intensity, steady state cardio. And I know what you're thinking, cardio, I don't want to do cardio. I don't mean running, I don't mean high intensity, and I do not mean hours of cardio. With the training split that I've even given you below, literally I've given you a full training split for 45 minutes per session below, then we add on 4 15 to 30 minute sessions of low intensity, steady state cardio. That's it. Once your workout's complete, pair this with the whole foods, and using this trick below, you get in this massive positive feedback loop, which is why I talk about habits, right? Because if you get stuck in this, right, you're eating the whole foods, you know why you're doing it. You're on the treadmill, you're on the Stairmaster, you're doing your low intensity, steady state cardio. You are thinking about your why instead of thinking about the fat loss, because you can't see the fat coming off. If you're constantly thinking about why you're doing it, if you're constantly thinking about what it's doing for you, what it's doing for your mind when you're facing these mental battles, how it's actually growing you as a person, it makes it so much damn easier to stick to, because you get stuck in this massive, massive positive habit loop. You're feeling good, you're winning mentally, and not even thinking about the end outcome of the fat loss. The fat literally just melts off. That's it, right? It is that simple, right? Yes, it's going to suck sometimes on the treadmill. Yes, all you're going to do is think about, oh, why am I even doing this? But reality is, if you can know your why and actually understand it, understand why you're showing up every single solitary day and doing what you said you'd do and keeping the promises with yourself, I guarantee you, you will actually see the fat melt off seamlessly without getting hungry. But you have to understand that. Now, it's not just me that sees success, right? Yes, I got lean, right? My client Nate, he's on a 4-day working split, 4 hour a day. He's on a 4-day per week workout split. As you can see here, you can steal this one, or you can use the one down below that I've put with low intensity, steady state cardio, with the food guidelines, right? He lost 21 pounds in 60 days, right? Abs are coming through. We got rid of all of that. Love handles built into a V-tapered back. And these are just some other messages, right? 7 kgs down, which is about 15 pounds in just 6 weeks. Keeping to this schedule that I've laid right out in front of you, right? In the last month, I really locked in for a weight loss of over 5 kgs in about 4 weeks. And this guy right here, obviously I didn't put the photo big enough, but he lost 4 pounds in 7 days, right? This is a system that works. You just have to do the work. It's that simple, right? There's only one thing left to do, because I'll start tomorrow is bullshit. Create the schedule, actually stick to it. I've laid it all out right in front of your very eyes. The problem with most, and in fact the problem I had myself, was getting started. Not knowing where to look, what to do, and how to do it. Ultimately, I just gave you the complete method to losing at least 25 pounds within the next 100 days. That's it. You set your goal at the beginning. But if you do this, I guarantee you, you lose 25 pounds in the next 100 days. Find someone to hold you accountable. Remember your why, fix your habits, and watch your body completely transform. And you now have built the foundation to keep it off for life. Remember that. Remember, it's all about habits. That is the secret. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down below if you did. I spent a lot of time putting this together for you guys. So get in the best shape of your life. Lose the fat. Get it off you. You have no excuses now. There's a workout program below with the low intensity steady state depending on your body fat percentage, how to do it, and the food guidelines as well. It's that simple. Get after it, lose the weight, and become who you know you can become.